Alright, here we go. It's 1080 in this new episode of Assyria, which on the last episode, which saw the Emperor Georges the Wise finally accomplish what his father CK2 could not do, and that is he forged the golden bloodline, the golden blood of Georges the Wise, which it founded just last year, which makes the burger vassal tax up for any of those people of that descent, and the trade income up, then the city vassal opinion up, and can ignore most of the great tradings joining requirements, such as, oh, you've got to have a stewardship education in order to join this, that sort of thing. So now that he's accomplished all of it, so I figured, well, I was about to say it's about time for me to do something else, but before we do that, just want to know that Talia is 12 years old. She's got plenty of years before she reaches adulthood, whereas I got plenty of years in mine. But, I have another thing. I better start spending a lot of money. I think it's about time that, that we build this, the next stage. Which there goes all that money, which will, of course, that will take us another 24 years, so by, okay, that's 1080. So it'll be 1104 AD is when this thing is finished, should it be uninterrupted by whatever means, whether if they couldn't have the money to pay for such construction, or looted, and among other things. And I have so much trade goods, not the books, but trade goods, which I just have no idea what the hell am I going to do with all that. But I know what to do. Start sending shipments of all these. Just all to this country, and all that, and so on. So let's get all that money back. Right now. We still have that stall, right? The general stall? Good. Looks back 2 years old. Send them all. ALL. One would think that's overkill. And you just have so much income. Yeah, and I'll be putting a few more in the other counties that I personally control. I just decided to screw it. Well, we're gonna send some more. One would think it's like I am trying to clean up the mess, alright? Just put all the trade goods in all of these counties. Because one would think that I've gone insane. No, I got plans for that huge amount of money before I continue on with this episode. Not to mention we get all that, you know, from the local resources and the center of trade, which sends us random trade goods. Okay, now here. Whew, boy. It's like, yes, I'm the richest man in the world, but no, I got something to spend. You just wait a moment, alright? Alright, one more county. And that's that. Because this is all the counties I personally control. There we are. 14,000 in gold. Now I know what I'm going to do with that money. Now that we're building that wonder, well, the stage of that wonder, I am going to build a fourth wonder in this empire, and this is something I actually contemplated and thought of before this recording. Alexandria. We are going to build the Great Lighthouse. Yes, recreate the Great Lighthouse of Alexandria. Because, you know, in the Shattered Realm playthrough, all the wonders are gone. Instead of the ones that you start off with, and depending on start date. But since when you do a Shadowrun playthrough, there are no wonders, including the ones that were pre-existent, such as the Great Lighthouses of Alexandria. So we're going to recreate that. And no, don't build another one at the same time, because that's insane, and we can't pay for all of that. So the rest of that money is going to be building for the domain. Well, yeah, we can build all that in these days. Yeah, we need more, money and increased levy size and whatnot. Spend whatever you can. And one would say it's like, hey, take it easy on the spending. I'll take it easy when I'm dead. There's something we neglected. How we have this sophisticated hospital in Nineveh? Why don't we just build more hospitals, and then if we have the money, then build some sick houses in all of these, so we can have this prosperity. I mean, don't forget, we're all human here. And since we spent all that money, well, we could send out caravans if I feel like. It's like, look, I got rid of most of the trade goods. I'm sure there's plenty of them that are still here. Like, say, we got lots of meats. That's all we have, just meats and one stone. Where do we get all these meats from? Do we still have the butchery fishery in Sinjar? Yes, we do. Heck, is it about time that we can, Yes, we can. Find another resource. Like, I don't suppose you guys have any spices, do you? Seen enough meat. Golden jewelry. Well, count me in. Send it. And yes, the asset number increased because of the lower influence. You know what? Send them all. Send them all to all different parts in the world. I mean, we've sent one to Gujarat, and now, how about another to, oh, how about over there? What do you got? Spices. That's what I was looking for. Something to go with the meat. And then we prepare one more caravan and send them off to God knows where. How about up there? What does it have? Just alcohol. Tax break plundered by savages. Nah, try somewhere else. It's just only one. Linen, alcohol, silver, jewelry. There's more jewelry. Not enough assets. Well, just wait 2 months and then you'll get what you want. But I digress, because I may very soon go to China. Look, you've been good to me, so I will send you out of here. You don't want to do, Okay, how about Commander? Oh yeah, the guy who allegedly, tried to, like we thought my wife's having an affair with this eunuch, which of course doesn't make real sense. He is our... Well, this man is 70, so he's going to be 70 pretty soon, so yeah, I'll send him out of there. How many artifacts can I send? There's all these books. Oh my goodness, this flaming sword and get all that grace. Jiminy Christmas. Anyway. You know what? Get me a new apprentice trader. Look, I want to prepare the next caravan in 2 months before I go to the Emperor. That's what I need to do. So just wait till March. Don't forget to spend a little money. Yeah, wait a minute. What's that? Does that mean? Oh, I guess. It's alright. Okay, that should be enough. Okay. Remember that other place? That's up in that area? Demesne. All the shipments are still there. Okay. Send one more to that. Alrighty. Now, as the caravans go, I will go on a trip to China. To Kowtow before the Emperor, despite the fact that there's an unrest over there. My first ever visit, finally. After I've been largely focused on all things Great Trade League on that previous episode. And still focus on that to an extent. It's just I want to make a lot of money. And then spend it on building another wonder. And a few other things in the main. Including hospitals. You know, all sick houses. Just to show that, hey, ever since the plague came and ruined some of your prosperities, except for Nineveh, which was for a miracle in itself. Except the time that a plague did come in. We're just trying to be nice to other people, man. Except for this person. We're just being a big spender here. And when I return from China, I will switch my focus to something else. Memories of my late mother. Oh yeah, she was a strong but cruel and brave zealous woman. She was the bravest person I've known. That's the reason why she lived this long. That is partly the reason why I had to assign her a guardian. And look, she's brave already. Build, build, build. You may want to save a few of that gold because in about 2 years, those caravans are going to be coming back, and you better get ready to open that purse, and you're going to be spending on a lot of that stuff. So just hold off on the spending now. What's my patron saint again? St. Anthony. Yeah. I think it's time for a new one. Ambrose, Tamer Emperors. That's +1 on stewardship. And of course, some of that money is going to be spent for finding this, whatever resource, which will take a few years. Find myself thinking back to Mosul and wondering what's happening in the palace and how is Princess Talia faring without me there. I think she can handle it. I mean, look, she's a brave little lass, so I'll just, write a letter of my thoughts and well wishes to her. As if you couldn't spend more money already. You know, giving someone that has a sure trait to be the guardian for my daughter, there's no way she could be dull. If she does become dull, then that's going to be a problem in the long run. As I said before, just save your money. Just want to remind myself when they'll be back. Oh, 30th of this year. Okay. So get ready to spend on something. You know, there's all these people. But if they tell me to, like, do this mission of, hey, get a new Prince Trader, I would write that one out. Fellow travelers, the military man exclaims, emerging alongside a group of soldiers from the trees surrounding him. I'm Captain Jingjin. We're here to escort my lord at Chang'an. We just for troops to join my entourage for the evening. Whoa, man. I think you have me confused with someone. I'm sorry, I'm gonna save my money on the caravan's gonna return with some of those trade goods that I may want to buy. Particularly gold. Good luck with that. Plus, isn't those guys, Zoroastrian or something? Yes. But that's strictly for territory reasons. Hold on, what was that? Oh, no, influence is lowered. I thought saw something higher than that. But no, there's been a lot of inflation lately. Caravan's back. Box of jewelry. Gimme! I'll keep the alcohol. I'll keep the link, get the silver. Oh my. My wife died of poor health. Well, at least she gave me 5 children, and I will thank you for that. She never got rid of envious, unfortunately. Oh man, it's not a good combination, but what are you good at least? Well, it's even, Stephen. I assume you'll be one for diplomacy. Local friars petitioned me to donate my family relic to the church. What artifact? Finger of St. John. Oh, okay. Oh. For a grand ceremony to hand it over. It's just a finger. I mean, I have a point where monthly prestige and piety is just... Well, that's what the High Majesty technology around here for that is for. Alright, we've reached the Middle Kingdom. Start to travel on the Imperial roads towards the Celestial Palace. Still with that. What's Tal doing? All I can say is, come on, why aren't you creating Georgia? The Kingdom of Georgia. I mean, nobody owns that title for a moment. Oh, oh boy, two of them at the same time. Creative weapons and armor. Not what I'm looking for. This I'm looking for. And that too, the box jewelry. No thanks for the wool. We already got enough meats as there is. Got the gold. Just what I was looking for. The guards and I have been making our way through a bustling market this morning. There's an ample supply of every meat and game. Trinkets and bottles around. Here and there we encounter soldiers along with dignitaries from other foreign courts. Clearly there is no shortage of business for these trades. We've still got plenty of money. I'm here to trade. Talk business. Ceremonial robes. My own robe. Finally. A set of traditional Chinese robes used in diplomatic functions. The wearer of these robes stands out and projects an air of power and authority. That's +1 on diplomacy. That's right, the Emperor's new clothes. That income is huge. Mainly because I just put so much trade goods in the shipments in all of my domain counties, and this is what you get for having such a high income. That's correct, right? That, as well as being greedy, high stewardship, bunch of feudal tax, huge city tax due to the fact that I put, the obligations, the tax obligations, it's mainly to that. We got the church and some of the tributary. But of course, some of that is going to the retinue upkeep and the great work constructions of the stage 4 of the Cathedral of Jerusalem, and a great lighthouse that we'll be building by the next century. I am fighting against the Africans. Keep it up. I'm out on a walk in a beautiful park in the Middle Kingdom when I spot a group of people, intensely focused, gathered up around a square board with circular pieces in black and white. How do you play this game? Lost money. Oh dear. Heir to the Duchy of Wells. Oh, not again. If that actually happens, then we may have a new Thracian-Anatolian conflict as Assyria will occur again. But I'm just abiding my time, waiting for Talia to be educated. But how is she? Well, she's not dull, but problem. She's uncouth, which not a lot of men are going to look at her positively. And made worse that she's homosexual. And the patriarch of the East isn't going to like that one bit. Her birthday will be next year. But she could either be just wroth or envious. Judging by... Again, a homosexuality thing, that's out of my hands. That's her choice. Because, she saw, I don't know, the farmer's daughter, and, yeah, it was like that. It's one of those cases. Well, we can't deny that she's a bit smart. But unlike some of the other rules of past, this one is baptized by the Prince Bishop. The Empress kept eyes on me, the Chief Minister says. You may enter the throne, show your subordination, but be quick about it. Yeah, hastily performed the kowtow before the silent Emperor. What are Guyana doing? Lost another bit of territory against these Zoroastrians. They're tributary to Sin. Which means, you know, these Zoroastrians now, if they keep this up on their expansion, maybe they can start invading India, even though I don't think they'll get very far because there's a lot of giants there. And they will definitely back up on their wars. So despite all the money I put into this investment of this young Shah, he failed to defend his parts of his homeland. So he lost his county, and he lost the northern part of the, what's that territory? Punjab. So that's a shame. But don't worry, we will be back for you. Anyways, let's do business. Assyria reports that the roads are becoming dangerous and the report of bandit attacks are piling up. Sending caravans is getting more complicated. We will hire additional guards. All caravans will cost money to send. Oh boy. Blockade for 2 years, so we won't be sending any. We got a good income. I was just looking to buy some trade goods, and we got some of that. Let's just organize a good old feast. And create a random piece of jewelry. See if we can get, I don't know, that quality 3 bracelet, which one would think that I've been alluded to. They've settled at where? There. Right between the Cognate of Baghdad and Sogdiana. Also, one thing to note about the Nestorian faith. I'm glad parts of Europe have really embraced the Nestorian faith. I'm just really, really happy for that. Which means no need for me to intervene on their behalf, especially Bulgaria and Poland. Use the assets. Busy. Necklace of Radiance. Necklace, not a bracelet. I mean, I have the Celestial Necklace. That's quality too. Hey, so Diana. You got a necklace. Have I ever sent you a necklace? Circle of Twilight. Oh, it's a crown. So, just for being good friends of the Assyrian-Sogdian relations, here's the necklace. So that way people will respect you more. And by the way, how's your great temple? Stage 3 is built. Well, I ain't sending you money yet if you want to build up to Stage 4. And Nervik's just arrived in the ship in the harbor of Beirut. A scholar named Amasan is rumored to be working on a compendium of medical treatments. This likely makes him a willing candidate for the position of physician, as he would be able to continue his work at my court. Yeah, sure. Give him to me. There goes more assets. She's about to be an adult. We'll find out what she is. Yes, she's brave, but she tends to get dirty. She's homosexual, which, of course, that would make, people like this bishop here who's about to go to prison, and, the Patriarch of the East, well, I'm sure she'll be excommunicated in her first years as, Empress. Oh, I just remembered something. Switch to Whoosh. I've been spending countless hours sketching up plans for different building projects, and I suddenly realized how I could display my extraordinary architectural skills. I will build a grand tower that will dwarf everything else in the landscape. This will be glorious. We will begin necessary preparations for the construction. The tower construction will need a mason to work the stone for both beauty and strength. The question is, whom I should hire for this delicate work? Oh, what the heck? Any boy off the street will do fine, because I'm greedy. A man named, Bye-bye comes to the court. Who's that? Sabbatarian. Hell, maybe I might make you apprentice trader. Since it's still eligible. All over the realm. The word has spread of my prestigious building project, while some might be skeptical. Most of my vessels are openly impressed with the scale of my planned tower. The doubters will be proven wrong. Don't worry, I got someone. Depends. I'll be patient. Five Boys has been working tirelessly, planning on the carving of the stones for the tower. He now approaches me with dark circles under his eyes and petitions me for extra funds, claiming his father is sick and his family needs aid. I got money. Very well, but make sure to carry on with your work. No, don't want to get involved in probably. Before the construction of a building this large can begin, we need to make sure we have enough high-quality stone. My steward suggests importing this stone from a reliable trade partner, or could be beneficial to the region to have access to a nearby quarry. Building 1 would just be... Hang on. You know about that feature? It's in a lifetime. I don't have the assets for it. I got an ideal. Where's that guy? There you are. Well, time to do something stupid. I will build a quarry and then Nolly is so bankrupt, but let's clear the depth. The entire depth will be clear. Of course, that will definitely hurt the influence for clearing that depth. But that is the first time I've ever done that in any series that I've cleared depth like that. It's the first time I've done something like that. So we're back down to square one. They really want to live there. That was smart. During the construction of my Grand Tower in Nineveh, a couple of workers were killed by a falling granite block as the ropes holding it snapped. People are now demanding for stricter security measures as well as compensation to the families that lost their husbands and fathers in this tragic incident. Oh dear. You know what? Peasants are expendable. I will be cruel, and people are going to get mad at me, but not too mad because we got all the good buildings. I mean, this is a booming place, a booming economy, and a burial site of Saint George. Do you mean Saint Ezekiel? Yeah. So don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Also, isn't cruel good for the trade league? No, nothing. That's just you personally. And we can't send caravans out because one, we don't have the money, and two, we don't have the assets. She's a skilled tactician, and she's envious. Okay, okay. Apparently, I cannot send her to the academy. I mean, the learning skill was correct, but oh yeah, I remember something from way back in Sinulatowicz, that Zoroastrian Croatia series, that you have something like absolute cognatic. I mean, like for example, when this guy grows up, you could still send him to the academy, but if you could send your daughters to the academy, then well then, that means if you have absolute cognatic, she's the heir, and well, you can't send it to the Imperial Academy, nor the Chinese Academy. Well, I can do that, and just, you know, make up for it for not having her sent this way. It's like, well, if I can't send you to the academy and knowing you have a martial education, I may have to get you a military tutor. Najib is still around, right? Of course you are. I mean, look, you've been a nice guy. You've been here for a long time. Still gets to hold all the titles. But we can't educate her yet, for whatever reason. And I highly doubt it's due to her homosexuality. But I will up her prestige a bit. The monthly prestige. Just doing what's best. Again, just want to reiterate, I can't send her to the Imperial Academy or the Chinese Academy because of absolute cognatic rules. And in addition, if I had agnatic cognatic, then she would be eligible. That's just how it works in that university mod that I use. So anyways, let's finish building that great tower, which I'm in the middle of that chain event. Oh, we should sell incense. Oh, still selling ivory. Sorgo Katja Hassan Balanjarit sent me Curve offers want to make a significant donation to my war chest, but in return, driven future. No, I got it done now. See? Bishop, hello. Iva, of Nineveh approaches me as a court, clearly upset. He's seen the new tower now stretches higher than any temple around it. He raises his voice and he screams, "This is unacceptable! You cannot climb into heaven no matter how much you try. The way to heaven is the domain of the church." Well, what does the Patriarch of the East think? Well, he won't think this. Go back to your old scriptures, old man. I mean, he himself won't be insulted by that. Especially when people still throw vicious rumors at me. Which was by my wife. Because those were just old, vicious rumors, which will soon go away finally. I did say I wanted to sell incense, so thank you. That's a little dangerous. No. She's skill tactician. I mean, if she was a brilliant strategist, then maybe I would have assembled a mercenary company for her. But obviously, we are an empire with a high economy of high mountain levies, and one would think having our own mercenary band is beneath us. The great tower that I began planning so long ago is finally finished. A tower this tall can be seen from a long way away, and people are equally amazed and frightened by the power displayed by accomplishing such a grand feat of construction. During the years of work, I've spent my time perfecting my knowledge in the many key aspects of the science of construction, knowledge that will last centuries. A tower is also sure to hold back many thousands of enemy soldiers. I'm truly a professional builder now because, I'm in the middle of building that great lighthouse. Well, it's not great yet, but a lighthouse in Alexandria. So, because of being an architect, now it's more stewardship, but also reduces the build cost and time for the great work. Back then, I've said that it would take about 1104 for this lighthouse to be finished. But now it's going to be by, assuming if I'm still alive by then, which is highly unlikely, that it'll be 21 years and 3 months. So that'll be by 1101 instead. And of course, that also means, well, when did I? 1080. 23. Well, it's another 20 years still. No, that's not just something just thought of in my mind. That's the twins. Where you both? Wait for. Yeah, sure, why not? And there's a bit of gold mine. Well, hell yeah. Ah, don't worry, we'll get back up there. There's gold up in them hills. And the terrain is desert. I thought it was hills. Whoopsie daisies. Get back to work. Back to work, you slackers. If you don't do anything about that soon, I'm gonna come over there and deal with it myself. By the way, how old is the youngest? Marianne? Well, it's your cynicism is what got you into trouble. Yeah, one would think is like, well then, why on earth would you change a gender law where you can't send your daughters, especially if it's an heir, to the academy? Oh, I did that because, oh crap, send a shipment or go south. Oh, well then that's because I just feel that Assyria is long overdue for a female ruler. Why would I care about a new plan? What gave me that notification? Yeah, why am I getting all of that? Because fellow member of the Trade League or something? No? Similar case. It's a done deal. Hey, gods, what is Sogdiana doing? Winning, that I can tell. For Kabulistan. You actually expanded and I didn't catch that. You're doing well for yourself. Whereas for me, I'm just abiding my time. The lease for the spot I had for my stall is over and my stall is returned to me. Okay, I can put it there at any time. Shouldn't try so hard. Gee, does it really need another kingdom? Sure thing. Even though Abyssinia is down there. Kingdom is yours. Yeah, let me take a look at the situation in Western Europe now that the whole Holy Roman Empire is getting bigger. Holy British Empire, or whatever you would you like to call it. So now they are strong enough to take on Mali. Well, almost at equal strength. I like how they're making a holy order of theirs, their tributary state. And of course there's these guys. Yikes. I wonder how nobody took a object that I ever see. What? Oh, it's just an old treatment. I would talk some sense into him. Don't get ahead of yourself. Legislate liberate Croatia. Let's see, is there a heresy somewhere? Croatian, Caribbean, Serbian one. No, tired of that business stuff. Just want to move on with other things. And I hope your empire doesn't go down to civil war again. As if China's seen enough suffering these days. And whenever Talia becomes empress, I would like to see her, join the Order of Saint Dade. I think that's the most likely option, not the Round Table. That's only if the Grand Master allows women. But does it count for, women who aren't landed? What I mean is, what's barred? Or what about countries of full status of women? Oh, give me that. Send a class. Well, I'll just send it. Or why can't I? Now I can. Guess I was in the middle of decision making. Yay, pet cat. There we go again with that pet stuff. Look, I currently feel right now that I've done it all for this character. I'm just trying to, well, waiting and waiting until, I was about to say, look, you're the guy. Why don't you go back to leading troops, huh? This is something you could do. I mean, what are you afraid of? It's about time you go down to the field. Put your helmet on and get rid of the raiders. Maybe whenever we intervene in wars, maybe troops can finally fight better. You spineless brutes, the Turkish soldier yells as he charges at me. His expression is more of a wild animal than man. For a moment time stands still as I'm watching him move with his shining sword coming straight from my leg. Soldier exposed. I'll duel him myself. Yo! Simple fight for glory or not, a banishment. There's an air of unquestioned confidence about him. When I charge, he snickers. At the end of it all, I'm lying on the ground after my opponent makes sure to smack his battle axe into the side of my head. By God, that hurt, man. Honestly, I would have said, this is the reason why I don't lead troops. That's what Duartes would have said. What he would have actually said. It's the reason why I don't go out to the front line. He just got... But apparently that was a flesh wound. He took a battle axe to the side of the head, not the sharp end, but on the side of the axe. Just slapped him, and well, he got to live to tell the tale. That's all. That's all I gotta say about that. Oh yeah, something you should do as time passes, of course. And go get rid of these guys. It's becoming a trend. Um, I gotta spend on something for the domain. You know, when she becomes Empress, the number of troops is going to increase rapidly. We struck gold! Now we'll be getting gold ingots if needed. Hey, Sogdiana. Let's say you didn't win the war? Or, what happened? Oh no, she won the war. Say, you got these two here. Maybe we can raise a patrol for one of my twins. The shrewd one. You would prefer matrilineal, but I say... Well, she's the heir. Roxana's not. So, this will work out. Yeah, maybe we could start intervening in Sogdian conflicts again. It's been a long time since we got together. I'll drink to that. Moral authority is sky high. She became greedy recently. As I said, whatever you need. Apparently you had a love in your life. As I said before, whatever you need, we'll be there for you. Hell, I may send you some money. Matter of fact, I'll do that right now. Well, dang, you're already building it. You're building the last stage. When did you start that? 1083. 25 years. Doing the math in my head. So that's 1108. Yeah, by 1108, then the Grand Temple of Samarkand is finished. Yes, it's a Grand Temple, but it doesn't have all the fancy features in there. Oh, do not forget the hospitals. For more disease resistance, and we'll build the other little stuff too at some point in the future. They'll thank me for this later. It's why I'm a big spender. Homosexual, just like my daughter. But at least you're smart, good looking. Maybe some guys will like you, but fortunately you are betrothed to Roxana. Which I'm sure she is not amused with homosexuality by the time you two are married. Yeah, you've been around for quite some time. But you're airlift, so therefore I gotta... Sorry. Ah, you're fine. How many kills do I have? Don't tell me I'm making records again. No, not that. This. 31. Georges. Big spending Jones. Crusade for Italy against these guys. Lombardy. That's what they're going after. Could wish nothing but the best, even though Nestorian will be the dominant Christian faith in Europe, as it has been in the Assyrian Empire. Sogdian holy war for Batman against the chief that lives there. Don't need to be honest. What's Tal doing? I just want to keep up with everybody. Unless I'm going to be doing one of those things where, where we can, you know, get involved in, well, I don't know. If they ever get involved in a war with Mali, I would most definitely go over there and fight them in either Hispania or in today's Morocco and Algeria areas. Yes, a faraway conflict that I can get into. I think that may likely happen in Talia's life when she becomes Empress. I can see that happening. For future conflicts in this series, since this century has largely been peaceful in our realm, at least. This was characterized by, you know, people with high stewardship. But the next century will be a bit of a different one. Well, he's already tutored. It's part of the reason why I couldn't send him. Wow, 81, and you finally died of a natural death. He was our scholar bureaucrat. We'll miss him. Old friends come and gone. You sure you can handle this? That didn't last long. She got so stressed she died. Just looking for some things I could get into. One would think that I'm hungry for war, but I don't want to start one. I want to intervene in one. I was about to say, you're involved in this crusade despite the fact that you're Nestorian? You have an ally? Oh. this is interesting. Serbia, was an Nestorian country, is allied with the Cognate. I see. But look, Rome's being occupied. Now that's volatile. Who is the king of Sicily? Oh, that is he. Oh, it's the Lollards that are after him. Thought it was the Africans, but clearly it's not. There's two kinds of holy wars. Man, everything's going to hell in a handbasket for them. Yeah, I think I know where our future conflicts is going to be. Especially when the reign of Tali begins. She's going to be fighting against the African pagans and assist any European Nestorian power that is at war with them. And that makes it, the old enemy Slavic pagans much less of a priority. And do not forget about the commitment with the Sogdians. And they can handle it themselves. They're at that level now. Not sure what really happened. A good-looking woman promised that she would bring back some more assets I'd given her. She couldn't possibly have swindled me, right? It's probably just taken more time than anticipated, right? You're conflicted, apprentice. What are you, sure you trusting? God dang it, man. You will need to learn to put your trust in a contract, not in a pretty face. He's tampering now. Oh, this is just like what happened with Talia. Don't you screw this up? Why, you didn't screw it up this time. What happened to the guy with the fast? Is he still alive or is he dead? No, he's dead. Next time. Derbent. I wouldn't want to do that. Let's see too if I could get more brave. Two scholarly theologians. Oh, I can send these two to the academy now. Unlike her. Then again, you're homosexual too. I mean, oh wait, oh yeah, you got enough years, so, since you're a smart one, so therefore you will go to the Chinese Academy. Sorry. When he comes back, we'll arrange a patrol again. But don't worry, Sogdiana, you can handle yourself. If you need help, I will send you money. As for you will go to the Imperial Academy because you don't have the smarts. What I mean is, if you got the trait of shrewd, this is how I use for qualifications. If you got shrewd, quick, or genius, you go to the Chinese Academy. And for guys like him, he goes to the Imperial Academy. So, twins are separated. Yeah, I feel sorry about the Saltians. It's for the education of my boys, alright? She has a lisp. So yeah, we can't help them on their behalf. But you know what? Move the troops to the coast. You know, just in case. If I ever feel like sending them on an expedition. Hey, remember that I discussed before? Get back to where you were. I had this discussion on the previous episode about increasing the retinue size. It's like, look, I like having 5,000 heavy infantry. What we don't have enough of is the cavalry retinue. I'll send a gold shipment. Can use that money. And I will split them again. Yeah, all the cavalry retinue. 15,000. 15,000? 1,500. You stay right there. And I will just move them this way. Just move them this way. And then I will spend all that money to get more of the cavalry retinue. Like, hopefully we can get up to 5,000 strong as well. Just get it as much as you can. Just for comparison, right? I just need to get my numbers right. I'm not saying we should be having a retinue that is 10,000 strong, where it should be its own. No, it's like two separate corps of sorts. Like we'll send one that is either infantry or send the other as cavalry. You know, remember that Greek mercenary band that it was cavalry only in heavy cavalry and horse archers? Well, I thought we should have our own similar to that. There's 4,000. Okay, 1, 2. There you go. Don't spend any more because from now on we're going to separate the retinues. They're no longer together. One that is strictly heavy infantry and the other strictly cavalry. We could send these two retinues on two different fronts of sorts. And don't forget about the garden retinue, which I would mostly use to back up the infantry. Of course, the income is just gonna... It's just gonna, you know... Really... Oh, it ain't terrible. But in the long run... Look, I've done it all, and I feel it's about time. I mean, yes, it's diseased, and if you people think, what are you doing? Are you trying to kill yourself? Is that why you have this rulership? Are you trying to get depressed and kill yourself? Actually, yes. That's what I'm trying to do here. So that way Talia can actually begin her reign. Because, you know, we've invested so much money on building up the military again. And I think it's long overdue that Assyria is about to show its true strengths to, well, Anatolia was our long-time rival, but we drove them out of the Middle East, basically. So they're no longer our enemy in a way. We fought them because it was strictly territorial. And we're past that. Now the real threat, the real enemy now, is the African pagans. And Slavic pagans there. And whoever threatens Sogdiana. That's my criteria of who are the biggest enemies of the Syrian interests. I ain't sending that cavalry over there. I just put much money into that. Travelers recently arrived in Jerusalem. A traveler, a Han scholar by the name of Yan Shou, apparently across the audience, claims to be a renowned teacher willing to impart his knowledge to one of my children. Miriam. Well, she ain't all that right, but Get him, the court. The traveling teacher bows before me and says, I humbly greet the wise Georges of the Empire of Assyria. My name is Yanshu. I've come with an offer. For a modest sum, I'd be willing to impart one of my many skills to your daughter Miriam. I'm a scholar of both Confucian classics and surgery. I want you to teach her the Confucian classics. Knowledge gets +1, and so basically +4. 3, and then therefore, boom. She's smart already. She'll be qualified if she ever gets to, I don't know, an academy of sorts. Highly doubtful, because of what I'm trying to do to myself. Huh, the guy who likes to party. Sure. Even though your Babylonian queen here is, obviously she wears the pants in this family. I mean, you're both that same dynasty. It's your kinswoman, I assume. Yes, kinswoman. Mm-hmm. At least you are strong enough to take on Kanemborno, that empire that split off from Mali. The assassins? Oh yeah, it's in that time period. And he's from over there. Gee, how did that get there? Despite the fact that they have no Shia Caliphate. And I will not have the luxury of reading their description because I'm like, look, that is beneath me. They're gone. The ruling Shia of any kind, they're gone, they're all gone. And soon the Hawajites and a few others, they might become extinct too, because of the Africans. You scored big. Alright, let's party. I guess. Despite the fact of what I'm trying to do to myself. Okay. Marameh, is that how you say his name, has brought out a board at paces and suggests we play a few rounds and determine who is a better strategist. We play for on. Played for hours, and besides the fortune betting and flowing as I tried to attack my opponent's positions without opening my defense too much, eventually I found a critical opening and made a few inspired and aggressive moves and won the game. Hail to the Emperor! I'm an apprentice board gamer now. That was fun. Look, the levies are very high right now and will continue to be so once it's 10,000 retinue in size. And then when Tale's reign begins, and the Empire is going to become even stronger. Stability prevails in China. Thank goodness. The value of the Silk Road is back on. So that further increases the income, thanks to our trade posts. Oh no. She'll get married once she becomes Empress. That I can tell. And don't tell me what to do about focusing on business. I lived my life. I'm just trying to, you know, trying to end my reign here. So that way her reign begins. Well, she's got a lot of years in her. I mean, as soon as she takes the throne, drink the fountain of youth, and she's good to go. How old are you? Well, Why the hell not? It's good to be the emperor. If this results in a bastard child, oh well. No one's gonna tell me on anything. Yeah, building it pretty fast. Gee, it's crazy. It's the 90s now. It feels like this century just went by fast. That's what it feels like, honest. What the Kingdom of Tao. So, King Erkai, if that's even a Georgian name. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, the parents are Georgians. What are you talking about? So, he had the audacity where he decides, you know what? I'm not gonna create the Kingdom of Georgia, not Armenia. I'm gonna create my own kingdom because you've been proud for being the, and your families have been, your ancestors have been proud to be, ruling the Duchy of Tao. And I thought, like, we are proud to be Georgian people, but we shouldn't be called Georgia. We should be called a new kingdom that that we have resisted any move that the enemies make. So therefore, it shall be Tao, and that's the way it's going to be. Named after this county, where its capital is called Panaskriti. And what are you up to? Oh, you're in. Oh, yes, Nestorian Holy War. And involving that, you're allied with Thrace? Yes, you are. Okay. My son, Yeshua, is offered to travel the Quinn Empire on a mission to bring glory to the Empire's here. Please, my lord, he says, let a humble servant strive your relations with the Emperor of the Quinn Empire. Of course, my son. Go with my blessing. He is my son, you know. Here's my father. What does that do to? Oh yeah, Arabia's expansion. He scored big on Kanamborna. Except the Duchy of Gondar. And give it to whoever won the damn thing. But man, oh man, you need to have children. Lots of it, so you can separate the kingdoms. You got too many kingdoms. You're scary powerful vassal to me. So instead of reforming Georgia or Armenia, the king created a new kingdom of Tao. Yeah, because he has so many duchies, so I thought, I'll just create a new kingdom. Named after this county, this piece of land that the Georgian people have been so proud of. And I think that was also the birthplace of, Bogomilism, and then later they abandoned Bogomilism in favor of Nestorianism. That's what happened here. Sell something, make more money. We make more money so we can spend it on things like the soup kitchens. Just don't forget about the hospitals. Should a disease ever come to this prosperous land, I'm surprised I haven't caught this disease. Maybe it's because of my shrewd-mindedness and being savvy that I can. No matter how many issues I deal with, there's always more demanding for my attention. As the cacophony of quarreling nobles echoes through my court, I suddenly snap and push my way through the bewildered crowds to reach the exit. I can't take this anymore. Yeah, I feel ya. I wish I can't take this anymore. Even though I got a cat. I like how Jerusalem recreated the town of CK2 because earlier they destroyed it. Wise little Miriam. Gonna have to assign you to, the same guardian that taught Talia things. You've been excommunicated and blinded. Jay. But we can't deny, look how high the prestige. I don't know if that's the highest prestige I've ever seen, or is it, oh, what's the guy's name? I forgot already. Isaac. Great-granddad Isaac. Thank you. He lived longer. This, that, gotta... Switch things around. Messy? Sure thing. Almost to 5,000 retinue, and then we can be ready for any type of war. Or we can, separate our troops depending on purpose. What's going on over there? Oh, Sogdian Revolt is winning. You're of that dynasty and you're from Samarkand, the same place that is the home of the Buddhist temple. Okay. That I cannot interfere. Sinjar prospers. As the prosperity of Sinjar increases, land which was previously considered marginal is increasing in value. With the proper incentives, it should be possible to clear enough land to found a new holding upon. That's a lot. Don't do alone. Send a shipment of incense. There, now you can build another thing. But honestly, for me personally, I don't need to build castles. We're strong enough of why on earth we should need another castle. That would just mean more money to be spent on this thing and then spend more on that and that. I already know where my money is. And I just spent it for another holding in Sinjar. Because Nineveh is prosperous enough and it's Sinjar is the one that needs more land. Not to mention, Sinjar is Assyrian culture. Oh my goodness, they took Rome. The Lollards have taken back Rome, even though these are ultraquists. But still, just be glad it ain't the Africans. My son writes to me of having learned the honored art of poetry. Is that Puss? That's a fine skill. He's returned and he's classified as the Durin. Of course. Can never get any higher than that for some reason. Oh my my lord. These Germaniacs are gonna take Ireland. All of it. If you ever fight a holy war that is for Ireland, I think that may be this one theater of warfare that I would like to join. Yeah, it just makes you wonder. Oh, that's because the event spawned troops in. Despite the great amount of manpower, it wasn't enough. Matter of fact, don't you dare marry anyone. And I applaud your ambition. I know what your purpose in life's going to be. 5,000 strong. You gotta clean up the mess. Subjugation war. Oh, I recognize those guys. Those are the ones that once occupied Sogdiana. The Karluks want Sogdiana back in the fight. Hey, now that you return to the academy? Well, no, because, you know, these guys, the revolt. Well, whenever that mess of yours is finished, unless I'm going to be like, you know what, I'm going to help these guys out, and, you know, screw that part of the dynasty over, and then help the Soldians, so. Here's the guys. His return from the Imperial Academy, he's diligent. And picked up the Ptolemaic philosophy, while his twin, Confucian. At least he didn't change his culture thanks to the recent updates of the university mod, which they've lessened the chance of your children, who have been in that academy for a long period of time, to have their culture change based on, you know, based on who is running the academy there. Yep, I'm still trying to do it because I'm crazy. Started in Senjar. Here we go. Get ready. I don't care what treatment you give me. I'm going out on my terms, alright? It's Talia's time. It's long overdue. She's ambitious. She's getting a bit rowdy here. My lover contracted syphilis. Well, she's just a commander, and a talented one at that. I'll just say, that poor thing. Oh, god dang it. And also I took bad care of her. Well, better luck next time. Also, if I'm at an event where I knew I'm gonna die, I'll be sure to send all the shipments into all the counties just to make a huge pile of money. And then Talia will inherit all that money. That I will remind myself. I'm just waiting for the Sogdians to finish their little revolt war. And then I will help them out on those things that are going on. Oh, by the way, who are you? A bad person. Oh yeah, the disease has come to Baghdad, so therefore the patriarchs of the East are going to die a lot again. The conversion of Rashka to Nestorians. I can join their war, but I think they got it now. They got the momentum again. Okay, the rebels have won and they take it to Sogdiana. Which means, these guys quit the war because of the leads change, so... Scotch? Oh, how do you say that name? You saved your country, but you're not out of the woods yet. I mean, you're about to lose a county. Which one? Is, what was that place called? Where is that? Ah, over here. Ah, don't worry about it. I wouldn't get stressed over that. It's like crying over spilled milk. Yeah, the episode will soon come to a close, and I will be most certain that in that next episode, Jawar just better die. And when he does, Natalia's reign begins, and, by the way, where are you? Oh, you're in Nineveh, at the court, okay. I was just making sure. It's like, you shouldn't be leading troops like that. I mean, I don't want you to catch that disease. Hell, the further your prestige, you should be the marshal. Should be in the front lines, honestly. Kinda need you. What you doing? You gotta keep up with everybody. Just be glad they didn't take Ireland, because they found their way into Genoa. And they've retaken most of all that back. Mali's in revolt. To claim it. Oh boy. You are attacking the Cognate. And at the same time, you're Taoian holy war for Azerbaijan. Gee. Well, we're still going to be together no matter what. But, I'm letting them go for once. Because I'm not willing. Some would think, I think it's about time we start expanding in all corners. But I'm sure one day we will fight against them and make them a tributary state again. One would think I'm contradicting myself. Matter of fact, he'll give in. I mean, look, he's craven. He'll give in pretty soon. Just give me a moment. Let me fight these guys first, before I do anything else. Of course, that means my vassals can also attack the Persians. Now that I can get behind. There's those guys that's been here for a long time. They've been living in Nineveh for decades. Let's see if we can do this without raising our armies. Let's use our retinues. one would think it's like, yep, I think it's about time we start expanding eastward. And maybe we'll get close to Sogdiana and maybe make that a tributary state. You know, just to show it's like, hey, we're just friends still. We're just making you pay us money, so to speak. Yeah, we'll lose that money from those people, but still, I would. This is what I mean. It's just setting the stage for Talia's reign, and in the beginning of the next century, where Assyria will return to what it knew best. So we'll just do this war, and we'll end an episode. Oh god, it's those nomads. You know, it's a holy war against Zoroastrians, so they're behind that too. I did not realize how many there actually are. That some of the event spawn troops are still around today. Yeah, sure. I forgot about those guys. The Petchin eggs. My magnificent cap curled up in its favorite spot by the window last night. I think now maybe it knew it did not have long left in the world. At least it went peacefully. The funeral shall be sent to the garden where it loved to play. But spending 900 gold for a cat's funeral? But still. That's just insane talk. That little... Yeah, this will demonstrate what we could do with two 5,000 strong retinues. One strictly heavy infantry and the other strictly cavalry. That is 4,000 light with 1,000 heavy. Oh, she's depressed. Hope you'll get better. Quick, get him, don't let him get away. They want us to send the cavalry up there in case if the going gets tough. We have to get up there too. Okay, everybody on board. Yeah. Oh, joy. Didn't realize how many are actually out there. Dang it, they've been beaten back. And that means we're about to end this fray. Don't forget about the horde. I mean, if it ain't Talia, in case she dies, especially it could be her, even though I am not a fan of her frail physique. And she's uncouth, like her sister, but at least she ain't homosexual, but she's got a bit of smarts. You can't send her to the academy. Oh, it is. There he goes. That was him. The messy one. Kept saving all that money for Talia when she becomes Empress. Holy Christmas. That's a lot. Oh, we're gonna be beaten back for sure. Very well. They will retreat. Go get the levies. Up the cavalry, since we got so much of that. Yeah, we took a bit of a licking on that one. I think I realized why I was so hesitant about taking on these Zoroastrians. Because they got so much manpower. This is who I'm up against. I was about to say, hey, they quit the war. They're pagans again. They're not Zoroastrians anymore. This could be the turn of the tide then. Does Sobokit still exist? It is that same house. The Kodamastas. I mean, it is then. Genuine article. Very well. I ain't ending this episode until this conflict ends, and now it looks like things are going to be going our way. Sultan Kazan. Ah, Zeresh. They got their own kingdom now. Sultanate of Khorasan. How do I know if it's smallpox? Save all that money. Yep. I'm going out soon. It's happening. Where would I dispose of me? Oh, cancer. You know what? Give me the money. I'm going out my own way, so I refuse treatment. This is how I wanted to go out. I know she's kind of depressed and she's a bit of a bad person because I don't know why she keeps getting sins. But clearly, things are not going her way in her life. She needs to turn that around. if she wants to save her skin. So I will pass very soon. And I think we should continue that conflict in the next episode. Because I want to start off right when Talia's reign begins, and in the next episode, even though she is in a depressed state, and if she dies, then Miriam will be the next. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Just let the cancer kill me. I'm sure these guys are going to be coming there soon. As we'll try to take all of this land. As I stated before, it was just money well spent, and now we're making a huge gains of money right before the end of this life. Let's see, with the combination of stress and cancer, yeah, I could go in any minute now. Man, you're so vulnerable right now. Hey, since I'm dying, I'll just say, you know, hey, wait for me and get a little bit of money. Yeah, let the troops just be the marauding kind. Oh yeah, that Zoroastrian faith never went away, and now there's a... Good. Oh good, you got yourself into. Yeah, her life's gonna be pretty interesting. Even though she's taking the wrong kind of inspiration towards being greedy and proud. Because that's not what I had in mind in her life. But war's about to end, so I guess, just have to wait then. Do you have to win one battle? Yeah. Go kill somebody. Send a retinue. Find an enemy and kill it. Even if it's the smaller army bits. Just this once. Get the very best that Assyria has to offer. 2 aggressive leaders. Oh boy, look at that! Follow them. Just win one battle and then we're out of here. Okay? There, finally. Get out of here. want that county for. Give it to Abyssinia. See what happens. Oh yeah, we got these now. And don't forget the hospitals. I mean, you made so much money, I thought I might as well die with all that money. Nah, I still got time. In this life, so you better spend big. It's gonna be a powerful empire coming soon. And if there's ever a Karamazov uprising, then we'll deal with it. And now I'm depressed. Alright. That's that. Um, the highest balcony in the cape offers one last view of my realm. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and just one duchy. Just trying to do one last few things before I finally go and end this episode. Just going out on my terms. You made a great effort, boys, on working on that lighthouse. And that thing as well. Oh, and if Sogdiel gets into any more trouble, which it already has... Oh, now you're fighting back. Sogdian liberation. Yeah, one last thing. Gonna send you all this money. Not all, but, you know, the usual 2,000. No, 3,000. Let's do half. For deal. No, man. We gotta be equals here. I mean, you gotta use all that money to not only spend for that little wonder of yours, but also, you know, the mercenaries and building your buildings in your domain. You got a nation to build and maintain. So, there. Now we're good. And now... Oh. There you go. Yeah, we'll intervene. We'll send it to there. For the next episode. I indulge in one last look surrounding the landscape before I climbed the railing. It was a beautiful sight, yet I would not miss it. A deep breath, and I fell, free as a bird. Now the endless rest. He went out how he wanted it. Ah. Emperor Georges has given up the ghost at age 55. He committed suicide. Born with unparalleled genius, Georges was known for his sharp and brilliant mind, always looking for new problems to solve and new opportunities to exploit. Now, Empress Talia, always clad in glistening and splendid armor, Talia wants everyone to see her as she charges into battle. Long live Empress Talia, in which I hope she'll get over her depression somehow. Otherwise, it would be her sister, or depending on how the succession law works. No, it works through her brothers before it even gets to her. Unless she has children of her own. Again, I want to get a good look at her before we send out the front lines. So in this next episode, oh, one last thing. Now at age 27, Talia's reign will begin, and hopefully when she, no, as long as she doesn't die of depression, then I hope that she will lead Assyria to prominence. I say, it's like, look, we've seen an economic boom, but in this next century, Assyria will go back to what it knew best, and that's expansion. Not against Anatolia, but against the Africans to an extent, and then eastward. All that and more. Until then, so long for now.